Hello natural beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Nat and today I'm going to do a hair tutorial for you. This video is specifically for my friend and follower Gloria. She has requested this video and I want to show you how I do my little space buns. You know, it's like two little puffs here. I am also going to show you all the products that I use and just how I get that specific look. I do want to point out that my hair is naturally curly and very frizzy. So if you have like a straight or fine, I guess, texture of hair, I don't know if this would work out the same way because my hair is pretty wild. So I'm just kind of taming it down into two little buns. But I'm going to show you how we do that. And it's a Sunday for me. So I've been to church. I went and we had lunch. We got groceries. And I say that because I rarely do this hairstyle with clean hair. So this is what my hair looks like after all those hours. And I just pulled it up in a bun. So we are going to just pull it down. Now I did run my fingers through it. I don't usually comb my curls out, but I did for this because I want more volume. Now before I put my hands in it, I want to show you my first product that I'm going to use. So this is coconut oil and I keep this in my bathroom. I have an old school Mickey Mouse spoon in here and I'll just get a little bit and rub it into my hands and then I'll put it in my hair. I start down at the roots. Now this is where some people would do like leave-in conditioner. You can do like the spray or like a detangler, but I just want to use my coconut oil, and so I'm just going down at the roots or at the ends, and then I'm working my way up to the roots. Now I want to stay away from like these here because I am going to use some like edge control stuff, and that will help me. You'll see how much hair I have, so I have to like kind of divide and conquer, and so I want to get under all those layers, and this will keep my hair from one being too frizzy and two looking like all dry like straw. So we are going to stop with that because I don't want it to be too oily. I just want to add a little moisture and shine to it. Now we're going to go into my edge control. With that comes my first little tool. I got this at the Dollar Tree, y'all, and you can see it's got like a real nice fine comb on one end and then a little real hard bristle brush on the other. Now, as far as rubber bands, I don't use the traditional kind of chongles for this because I'm going to divide my hair in two, and these are just kind of chunky, so I'm not going to use those. I like to use the actual small rubber bands. This is an old Bare Minerals container. I think it was loose powder or something, but I'm going to use these actual little rubber bands, and again, Dollar Tree, dollar store, and I like to use two of them at a time. I'm also going to use some bobby pins. So this is an old Altoids can that I just painted, and I keep my bobby pins in here. So I might need them, so I'm going to keep them here. Now, the next product that I'm going to use is an edge control product. I got this one here, Shea Moisture Jojoba Oil and Yucuba Butter Lay Down Lacquer, and I got this from Marshall's. I want to say it was probably like $3.99. I'm almost done with it. It is not my favorite, but I rarely find like products that can control my hair. Now this one is from the Dollar Tree. This is Softy Tame and Texturize Perfect Edge Control, and I have tried this, but I'm just trying, well, looks like we're going to use this. Luckily, I have my towel right here, but I'm just going to wipe that off. I didn't realize that it was melted, but all right, so we're not going to use that. But like I said, that's my towel. And let's see, we might have made a mess. So whatever's on here, I'm actually just going to put on my fingertips, and I'm just going to kind of rough up my hairs right here. And I like to kind of like, put my fingers like into it because again, I have so much hair that I have to make sure that I, get underneath and not just the top layer. So now I'm going to go in with the other one that I am trying to finish. And we're just going to do the same thing. You can see this one's pretty tacky. And again, I'm just kind of trying to grab the hairs that are, you know, my baby hairs. And while it's still wet, I'm going to take this right here. I'm sorry I'm using y'all as my mirror, but you see, I'm going to brush it down and also swoop it. See, so I'm brushing and then swooping down. And that way it kind of lays down on my skin. See, now here I can swoop this way if I want it. I can part it right in the middle. I can brush it down, but I like my natural part is this way. And you see how that just kind of lays everything down? And I don't like how that looks, so I'm going to brush down and then swoop it. And you see, that's how you make those little designs with your baby hairs. Now, I'm also going to take some of that product and I'm going to put it under on these, because you know, these hairs down here get really wild as well. So I just want to have some of this on it. Oh, I don't like that part. So I'm going to, because I'm trying to like control it and kind of design now, I'm going to use this little brush, this little comb part here to make the part exactly where I want it. And then I'll use this. If I were at my sink right now, I would get a little bit of water on this and that would help those hairs to lay down. And also for me, I like to have my baby hairs kind of go into my other hair. Like, I don't like that line right there. You see that? But I'm going to deal with that when we actually part it. So I think for now, we're going to leave it like this. And I'm going to go ahead and take some hairspray. I buy this during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. And I'm just going to hit those edges and then go in with this bristle again. This bristle side. And again, brush down and swoop. And that'll just kind of lay those little hairs down. All right. And as far as the actual like part, I don't like a hard straight part. So I do it with my fingers and I'm just going down the back and just kind of estimating. Now, I don't know what this looks like, but when you pull your hair tight, you're going to see that crease. It'll be more defined. So I like to first go in and just make my little chongos. So like that, I have them like, you know, approximately where I want them. And I like mine kind of like exactly right there, like almost at the highest part of my eyebrow. And when you look in the back, you see like my part, but if I pull it tight, that's when it looks weird, you know. But if we loosen it, it softens up and it doesn't look quite as like crazy. But I am going to check it because, you know, I don't want it to be too insane. Okay, so I went and looked in the mirror and I did straighten it out a little bit and then just pulled it back up and put it approximately in the place where I want it. And I'm a little bit sweaty, so you can see that my baby hairs have already lifted, but that's okay because we're gonna go in right now again to lay them down. This is the one that I'm trying to finish, so we're gonna do the same thing. Now, I know this seems like a lot of product, but it doesn't work on my hair anyways, so, you know, I may as well use it. And we're going to go in again, and I like to brush them down first, just to lay them down, and then I'll start swooping them. And I like for them to be kind of straight. Okay, so that's how we're going to leave it. Now, I have my little rubber bands here, and I like to use 2 at a time. So I'm going to have those. And I'm going to go ahead and start using pretty much my fingers to comb my hair out. And I want to pull it up. I like to pull it up. And see, that also helps with my little baby hair. See how they all kind of swoop together? And so I'm going to go in and I'm going to do an actual chongo. I'm going to go twice, and then my third one, I'm only going to pull it like halfway through. And see, that makes it kind of messy. Some of my hair falls out of it, and that is legitimately how I will leave it. Now, I don't know how my line looks here, but it feels kind of tight, so I'll hold it here and just kind of pull some of this out just a little bit, so it decreases the tension on that line. And then now I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to pull this big old chongo out, and I have my two little chongos ready to go, and same thing. And the challenge with this side is getting it to fall on the same area as this other one. So I'm going to go in with my two chongos. That feels a little bit lower. So probably here, 1, 2, and then third one only halfway through. See, and that one didn't fall out quite as much, so I'm going to kind of mess it up a little bit. And, sorry, I think I hit the table. So see how they don't exactly look the same? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab whatever hair fell out, and I'm going to, well, first I'm going to pull some out, because I can feel that it's tight. And now I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to loop it right like that, and grab some of my bobby pins and secure it. Now, because I do have a lot of hair and I'm putting it in a bun, I like to use these wider ones, because, you know, those other ones, I'd need like 100 of them. So I'm just going to put it right where this hair would, you know, unroll, and see. And so now they're approximately short. I don't like this. I mean, not approximately short. They're approximately like, you know, equal. And I don't like this, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get another one of my bobby pins, and I'm going to grab this hair, and I want it to go this way, because I could wrap it this way too, but I don't want it to go that way because I have enough hair here. So I want it to go this way. So I'm going to wrap it there, and you see how it ends here? So I'm going to go in with my bobby pin and just push that right in, and look, it didn't come back out. So I don't mind like little small ones like this to kind of fall out like whenever, but this is pretty much it. So we'll hit it all with some hairspray. I need to check my part in the mirror, and I'll usually just use another mirror to look into a mirror, but let's brush these down just one more time. See, and you see how that looks right there? There's like a divide between my baby hairs and my actual like hairline. I don't like that. So that's where this comb comes in handy, because I'm just gonna smooth that out and then brush those hairs down one more time. Let me go check my part. Okay, so I checked my part. I'm into it. Now, I did have this part that kind of fell out, so I'm just gonna grab it, the longest part, and then I'm gonna wrap it around this little chongo here, and then just get another little bobby pin and just push that in. So this is what it's going to be for today. I did pull out some of my little curlies in the back, and then we could definitely pull some out of the front. I usually just like to pull hairs that are already sticking out anyways. But so this is how I do this hairdo, y'all, and I'm glad to know that y'all really like it, because sometimes I get a little self-conscious when I wear this hair, because, you know, I'm not the youngest little chick, so you know, but I really enjoy it. And of course, you know, you can never have too much hairspray. And that's going to be it, y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending you positivity, and I hope that you're doing what you love. Sound off below. What hairdo do you wear that makes you a little self-conscious? And what hairdo do you wish you knew how to do? I wish I knew how to do a French roll, but I think I have too much hair for it, y'all. Thanks for being here. Bye, guys.